does not contain. Oh wait, never mind. I figured it out.
All right, hello everyone. We're here for another exciting game of Legendfall. And now we're going to do the exciting thing of looking through our decks and figuring out everything and setting up. So, yes.
Hmm.
Mm.
I don't begin the game with Acolyte out, do I?
No, you do not.
The background ability?
No, you do not. That goes into your deck. The only
Rare.
things that you start out are cards that say they start in play, or your race card and your equipment. Equipment being one piece of armor and one item or weapon for each hand, unless the weapon states that it is a two-handed weapon.
Wonderful. Okay.
And I'm going to start off the first little thing. You
Start off
guys,
that,
you
yeah.
beautiful people,
Oh
have
my
been
God.
hanging out at a tavern.
I can see toilets in this tavern. In fact, I actually almost used this exact tavern as a
Ooh.
map for my most recent game.
It is generic tavern. And the innkeeper has some items for sale. These silver items at the top, she has an infinite amount of. The gold items are only one of a kind. If you would like to purchase any of said items, silver items go for 1 silver bar. A gold item goes for 3 silver bars.
I can't say that I can see any gold items in here.
The gold items are the ones on the bottom row. They look silver, but they are
I
gold.
see.
They just have a
rarity.
little G in the corner.
I
Mhm.
see.
The conversion rate is 3-to-1, so 3 bronze coins or bronze items, they're interchangeable, would equal 1 silver item or bar. 3
I think it's very
silver items.
possible that. I think. Sorry to interrupt you. I think it's very possible that my last game wasn't saved because I know I had more than 1 bronze coin, and now I seem to only have 1 bronze coin.
Well, I make backups for everybody. So let's see if this one is any different for you.
Let's find out. It looks like this is the one. Look, it's got my big boy. I'm going to throw this man into the abyss.
You are welcome.
Thank you very much.
So make sure that you throw out the deck so you don't mix them up together.
I'm going to do just that for them.
I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay. Wonderful. That is 200 experience, 3 bronze coins. And how many bronze coins are in a silver bar?
It's 3-to-1,
Wonderful.
and that's for all of them. So 3 silver is 1 gold, 3 gold is 1 platinum.
Exquisite.
And the items and coins are interchangeable.
That's great. It's just so great.
I'm glad you think so.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And if I've got a third weapon that I don't want clogging up my deck, can I just throw it away?
But you don't have to put it in your deck. Items you can put to the side.
That's
No, I
correct.
don't-
And then
no,
you
I don't
can
do that.
sell it later.
Can I sell it now?
You can. Ethan, I see you just took a card.
Yeah, it's a silver card, so I'm going to copy it instead.
I prefer it if you just give me the money and then I can give you the card. That's just.
Okie
I was a little
dokie.
busy last time, but I prefer that if possible.
That's super reasonable. Here is.
Otherwise, Ethan would definitely cheat, so good call.
Huh?
He's calling you a cheater.
It's not out of concern for cheating, it's out of concern for mistakes.
Right. Mistakes.
Ignorant cheating.
I mean, I've been guilty of it in the past. I realized in our last D&D game I shouldn't have gotten my first level 2 spell when I did. I messed it up.
Alright.
Okay, so how do I hand things to you?
You can just put it in front of your mat, and I'll take it from you.
Okay, so this is bronze coin, and search these. I'll get rid of my hand axe, which is a bronze item.
I would like to exchange 3
Well,
bronze
that
coins
went
for
in
the
the deck box.
fleet
Okay.
boots.
Alright, go ahead and just put the 3 items in front of your mat, and when they're there, let me know, and then I'll delete them and give you your item.
Okay,
Cool.
let's,
So that was 3 things. I want the fleet boots, I think it was.
Wonderful.
I'm putting the cards in front of my board.
Fleet boots.
I'd also like to sell
There
this
you are.
hand axe if I could.
Excellent.
Okay.
And I
so-
can start with those equipped?
I believe so. I believe that is how it works. We're going to say yes for now. So you're going to take these 3 bronze coins, and what are you buying with them?
The fleet boots as well.
And you would rather just have a bronze coin instead of the hand axe?
That's right.
All right.
Thank you very much.
And I'll give you the fleet boots. It's on your mat.
Thank you very much. I'm such a speedy boy. Did you see that there's another TTRPG that is debuting that has kind of a raven shtick?
No, really?
Yes. I don't recall what it's.
What is it called?
I don't recall the name of it, but I'm sure it'll pop up in my my advertisements. Any one of these days you can.
People do like ravens. They're cool. All right, so is anyone still doing any administrative stuff, or should we get into the adventure?
I'm ready.
I'm also ready.
Okay.
I'm good.
Nino, that's just you. Are you ready to go?
Oh, yeah.
No one else, Ulysses or Nino, neither of you are going to make any purchases?
Nope.
Okay. Make sure that you don't have anything on the battle mat, and I'm going to clear it.
I do love that this is an option. I really actually enjoy the idea of being able to go to a shop and it's just like cards.
I'm glad you like it. All right.
God.
All right, my friends. The king has sent you out on an excursion to find and procure some living wood. You have tracked this living wood to an island, and you have shipped yourselves there. It is rumored that this living wood is protected by the denizens of this island. But you will not be stopped in your quest to find this ingredient, for its medicinal qualities are renowned throughout the land, and it will bring much joy and prosperity to your king. And so you set sail, and you find a hidden cove. You've tracked down this living wood. That's not the right map.
It's
denizens.
What was that?
it's pronounced
Denizens.
Luke, you should consider being annoying as a profession.
I told you I'm sober
man.
today, didn't I? This is the new me.
Well, you have from your ship made your way into this cove where you see the giant tree in the distance. This tree seems to be moving, completely free of any wind that disturbs it. It seems this tree may live up to its reputation of being living. And 3 Cyclops meet you at the beachhead
Boy, I
and
really
shout
do.
toward you. Hold! You go no further! And I forgot to put out the starting location, so I'm gonna do that now.
I
I
have
really
a quick
love this
question. Are
map.
these like gold things? Are these birds' eggs?
They look kind of like get your. Jeez.
Nino, have you tried being annoying for profession?
Where's the
I think we all
momentum? I
got
used to
the
be able to
bug
throw
today.
things.
Yeah, I turned the physics down.
Damn it. No fun.
I like the jumping.
They look like birds' eggs because I think I'm gonna ignore the fight and just try and collect bird eggs for the whole fight if they're bird eggs.
Wonderful. You can go investigate those bird eggs to your heart's content.
I mean, we're trying to break the game, right? I'm pretty sure that's game breaking for me to ignore the fight completely and find the
You
bird
do
egg.
you, my friend. I would not dare to impede upon your prerogatives here.
I don't really want to fight the tree person. I'm a tree person.
Yes, but you are also a subject of the king.
Alright, so,
Nobody burn him. That would be mean. I've been burned in the past, as my sole survivor buddy knows.
Oh yes, that reminds me. We're gonna thank you, Ethan. We need some backgrounds for our new guys.
Backgrounds.
Mm-hmm. It's a new little thingy.
Here I am. Is there any way to make my my character a little larger?
The plus, when you're hovering over, hold the plus button down.
Character.
Found this relatively easily before.
Character.
I think this is it here. Yeah.
Can these rocks be used for cover potentially?
Potentially. So, let's see here. Luke and Nino. You guys have your choice of being, from your background, having been part of the City Watch. You kept the city safe. Were you good at your job? Did you ever take a bribe? Or, you were infiltrators. You're a master of fitting in and solving problems. Was it by choice?
Are we ignoring previously established background connections between characters?
Well, if you already have something,
Nino and I already do have something.
did I grab the wrong thing? I think I
It's like a
grabbed
rivalry.
I actually grabbed the wrong deck.
Yes, we
Yeah, I
already-
think you guys had them, but they weren't in card format that offered you abilities.
No, we did. We did. We found it before. I just need to...
No, I don't recall ever having a card.
It was only happened last session for the first time.
Ah, I see.
So, I need to find it.
These are awfully large tokens over here.
You're a large token.
Actually, I don't know if I have. I think me and what's his name, Switzenheim.
Me and Korok, you and Korok are sole survivors,
fine.
and I have the card.
What
You
happened
have
to
the
your?
card, okay.
What happened to your little Trent boy? Ethan,
What?
what happened to your little leaf boy?
Well, the other one was in the other game. Like, someone was an orc, and that fit it better. So I changed which mini I was using so it wouldn't be confusing. But there's not really like a Treant mini.
Ah, you're saying that it is the same character still.
Yeah, somebody else.
Okay, I found it here. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Somebody else is an archer, huh?
Yep, I
Okay.
had a short bow the whole last game.
So,
Oh,
here is your
Okay, got it.
connection, Luke and Nino. You were honored. Together you were bestowed the greatest honor, the title of Talon of the King's Raven. Or, Fire Brigade. Together you dragged others to safety. Your skin is scarred with memories of that day. Or if you had something before, we can try to look through here and find something more fitting.
We had a rivalry.
Rivalry?
Yeah.
One of each.
Yeah, what were those last two orders? Like questions. There was one that was Fire Brigade, and one was part of the.
Honored. Here's friendly rivals. There we go. Never thought I'd die side by side with the likes of you. Basically, one of you guys gets to start with this in your deck, and we're doing a new type of initiative, which is all you guys are gonna go at the same time, and you are going to tell me in what order you go. So you're gonna, at the very beginning of combat, you can like kind of discuss some initial tactics with each other, and then we're going to limit it just to like 6 seconds or a sentence. You know, like something you can kind of like yell as you're running around. But with these bond cards, you have a deeper connection with the character, and so one of you will start with this deck, and when that person plays this card, it goes to the other person's deck, the one you share the bond with. So the way it works is you share this bond with another player. Plan and take your turn together this round. You each deal 2 extra damage on your next weapon attack against one target. Shuffle this card into your bonded player's deck.
That sounds fun.
So we're trying to keep the table talk to a minimum and keep it in character. You can obviously still talk. In the very beginning, you can kind of discuss your tactics as much as you like, but once we get into the combat, we're going to try to keep things moving as quickly as possible. Try to kind of plan out where your turn is going to be ahead of time, and we don't want to have like people talking to each other. But if you have a card like this, you two can discuss and each other and work together, because that makes sense because you kind of have this background together.
Right. And when we're planning, we are not looking at our hand at that point yet, right? We drawing cards before we plan together, or?
Well, you draw your cards at the beginning of your turn, and then you draw a card at the end of your turn. So you can discuss what cards you have if you like. That's fine.
Right. And sorry, how many cards do you draw again at the beginning of combat?
It depends on your level. I believe you're level 2. You're going to start with 2 cards in your hand.
You said at the beginning of your turn, or
at the beginning of your turn, correct.
Okay, so we won't have any cards in our hands at all for this preemptive planning session.
That is correct, but you do know what cards are in your deck.
That is true. I have a vague awareness of
and you'll know what kind of strategy your character would like to do. Like, I'm going to try to get up and close and get a flanking position. I'm going to stay at range. I'm going to watch our
The
back.
Cyclopses look like these guys. They've got clubs.
Yep.
Okay.
They're awfully large.
They're pretty big. Pretty big.
Gordon, do what you do best. Act as bait. I'll make the killing blow.
Want me to do what?
Not-
Okay, so before we get into it, who is going to be starting with friendly rivals in their hand? Which one of you?
In my area.
Well, it starts in your deck, not your hand. So you'd have to shuffle it into your deck.
All right, I see.
All right, I'm gonna roll a die. I'm gonna roll a d6. If it's high, then I get it. If it's low, then Nino gets it. It's high.
Hi.
Well, I'll take it.
Okay, so you got to keep in mind who you share this bond with as well, because you're going to have multiple bonds, so you can't get them confused. And if you're not playing with that character that day, you probably want to take it out of your deck.
Right.
That makes sense. So now we're going to do one for Nino
The ladies.
and Ethan. I mean Nino and Ulysses.
Can I have that
Okay.
card or?
You guys can decide amongst you whoever starts then. So you
I
guys have
just rolled the
your
dice.
choice of Fire Brigade. I just shuffled. How do we get the same ones? We're not.
Mhm.
That
This
was
is
either
not-
some ridiculous luck or.
Nino, why are you handing this card to me? This is not the right card at all.
Oh, that's just the one that was.
Friendly rivals. I'll take this one. Thank you very
You
much.
just. Okay.
Wait, that.
It's fine. There were two friendly rivals. So
Okay.
you guys can also be friendly rivals. Or you can be shipmates. Shipmates. A fisherman found us. What was left of us, anyways.
Wait, where are the where?
They're right in front of you.
That's recruits. That's not shipmates.
No, it's shipmates to me, unless you're getting a different card, which is.
Yeah, we're
Seeing
seeing.
shared
The
allegiance
The
and
two
recruits.
that are drawn in front of them are recruits, and yeah.
Okay, I have
Shared
friendly
allegiance.
rivals and shipmates. So,
Wonky.
thank you, Roll20. That's wonderful. We're going to try shuffling again.
As janky as this is, it's not roll 20. So.
Oh, sorry, Roll20. Sorry. Roll20 is
I
also
do
janky.
love the idea of blaming Roll20 anyway, though.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
What do you see, Zach?
I see soul survivors and imprisoned.
I see refugees and cellmates.
That
Hooray!
seems like it's gonna be a problem.
What
Wait.
the fuck?
Hold on, Zach. Like my board right here? Are these normal? Is it just these specific cards? I've got Blood Touch, Light Spears, Hand Axe, and Chain Shirt. Is that
Yeah,
accurate for you?
that's
Okay.
correct.
So
I
maybe
think
it's just weird for these.
Okay,
there might be
can I
something
try
janky.
drawing?
Yeah, you
Can I try drawing
guys
something?
do your thing. I'm gonna put these back.
Okay, I'm gonna draw two.
Okay.
I'm gonna flip them. What do you see, Zach?
All right. I see murdered and honored.
Nope.
Yay.
Oh, well, close
I
enough.
did it,
Hunted
Honored.
Honored.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
We'll deal.
Yeah.
Just whatever
I got-
you see is what it is.
I got hunted and honored. Over there.
All right. What are you feeling? Not too chuffed?
Hold on, let me look at them. Camera wrap. Wait, are these mechanically the same?
I feel like mechanically they're pretty much the same. We haven't we're going to be making them a little bit different. The main point is to be able to discuss your turn together.
Sure.
Yeah.
I guess hunted. Sounds
Yeah,
like
I'd like hunted too.
throw this away.
Like that there's a very tiny bag coming out of this larger bag.
Do you mind? Are we doing a roll, or do you mind if I take it?
Right, yeah.
Okay, and that's all we're gonna have for now. So keep in mind who you got. Actually, Ethan, do you have a bond with anyone here besides Ulysses?
Not with anybody besides Ulysses.
Okay, let's have you and Luke do one too then. All right, I'm gonna put him over here. You guys get
Alright, buddy.
pick between those two. I have no idea what they are because they're probably different for me.
Gamblers.
Yep, definitely
I'd say
different for me.
shared scar is way more my thing.
Where are you right now? Where are those cards?
I am blue at the table.
Da-ba-dee-da.
Shared scars. Together you dragged others to safety from blazing inferno. I don't know why it says the same thing that it says on the fire brigade one, but it does. And then gamblers, which I don't think Leifal would be. I don't think Korak would be much of a gambler.
No, Dim's not much of a gambler either, but he's got plenty of scars.
Yeah, scars it is. Do you want to take this, or I'll take it?
I've already got a bond card in my deck.
Okay, I will take it.
Wonderful, guys. Okay, well, without further ado, let's get into it. So, you can discuss strategy amongst yourselves. You're now the beachhead. You have some Cyclops that are looking at you very angrily as you disembark. And a tree that seems to be breathing menacingly behind them.
Stop breathing so menacingly!
What are you doing?
You guys, I am a tree too. Maybe I can make friends with it.
I don't think friends was part of the plan here.
You would
This is strictly an
recognize that
imperialist conquest.
it is not your same race.
Never mind. I don't think that will work.
Well, it's not your same species. It's something else.
Well, fire burned me back in the day, so use fire on it.
Full fire. Dim touches the burn scars on his face.
Let me know when you guys are done strategizing.
Well, I'm much more of an up close and personal. If I can get a flanking position, I can do the maximum damage.
I've got lots of heals and summons and stay back and shoot things with arrows.
Gordon!
Just shoot things.
Gordon, you think you can hang with me up on the front lines?
I'll keep you guys alive.
Gordon!
I believe you mean more deep.
Oh, more
Gordon.
More deep. Gramsy. That is I.
You can
Ah.
last a turn or two with me up there.
I can do much better than you can.
We'll see.
All right. Well, unless there's
So,
anything
wait.
else.
Specifically, Morden, let's take out the one on the far right first. Keep our distance from the tree man. He seems a little beefier, scarier than the rest. If we can kill the smaller guys, we can even out this action economy in our favor.
Exact thoughts. Dim.
Good. No need to think then. I'll do it all for you, just like always.
We'll kill you.
Let's talk about the Cyclops first. Okay, we're done.
Yas. Wonderful. Well, everyone, please roll a d6.
Not good.
Nice.
I'm gonna say that's
Wow.
that's not no bueno. I'm gonna say that's an average of 3 though, because that 6 brings you up a little bit.
That 6 was not rolled for initiative.
It was not.
No!
Oh God, you guys got an average of 1 then. Oof.
Pew, 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 pew.
Okay,
Yeah,
well
one.
if I roll a 1,
All of
you
that.
guys go first. I did not. I rolled a 2. So we are going to go first. All right. And as the Cyclops see you moving up the beach, they move into a more aggressive position. You see one pick up a rock from behind it and then bat it at you.
Look out!
And it's going to land and smash into both of you two in the front. That's a 4 square thing. And so that is going to be, what, it is range? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's in range. Okay. And I need you guys to both roll a d6. If you, for every point of either athletics or acrobatics, you can re-roll your die once. You want to roll at least a 5.
Okay. I do have acrobatics.
Then you may
I'm gonna
re-roll.
roll again.
My card was either not updated or not saved? I think I actually did update it though.
Okay, we'll do it really quick now.
I didn't roll a 5.
You did not, or you did?
I didn't.
Okay, cool.
We would have had acrobatics and athletics.
Okay, so go ahead and update your things. Just tell me what. Feel free to update it kind of like as we're going, but decide right now how much acrobatics or athletics you have.
2 in acrobatics.
2 in that. Okay, so you can roll 3 times to try to get a 5 or a 6.
Okay.
You're locked into that now. Wait a minute, you wouldn't be able to up. You can only do 1 because you're only level 2. So you can only have 2. You can have 1 in athletics and in acrobatics, but you can't raise 1 by 2 when you're only level 2.
Comedically difficult to change the value of.
You just need to figure out whether you're putting 1 into athletics as well right now.
Right. I guess yeah.
Okay, so you can roll 3 die then. So your first one was not a 5 or a 6, so you can roll again.
Yeah.
Oof. Feel like
Clap
these die roll low all the time.
Morton!
So roll your
Yeah.
die again. You get.
Oh, is that not?
Well, that was your second, so you get 3 now because you get an additional die for each point. Yes. So you are able to throw yourself out of the
Nice.
way as the boulder smashes into the ground. Your buddy Dim, unfortunately, was not quite as agile, and he is going to take.
So why was Mordine allowed to roll 3 times and I was only allowed to roll twice?
Because he has proficiency in both athletics and acrobatics.
Oh, I
So
see.
each one of those gave him an extra die. And you are going to take 8 damage, Dim. That can be mitigated by any armor you have, anything else you guys can do.
Well, we draw
No.
the cards at the beginning of the turn, right? So we
Yep,
don't have
yep,
time.
so you have it. Okay, cool. And then we got another boulder that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, cool. And that is going to be landing directly on Korvac. So Korvac, same thing for you. You can try to avoid if you like. You get a roll of d6.
With athletics?
If you have for every point of athletics or acrobatics, you can re-roll one time. You want to get a 5 or a 6.
Okay, I've got 2 points in athletics, so I can re-roll it twice.
That's correct.
And the defense of my animal skins, the 1 defense, that means that 1 of that 8 damage was...
That is correct.
Okay.
And I have to roll 5 or above, not a 4 or above.
Yep, that is correct.
Okay, none of those succeeded.
All right, so a boulder slams into you.
I think we've been winning too many of these battles, and Zack just wants.
And you are going to take 8 damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then another boulder is going to come crashing down on the last person who has not had a boulder come at them yet, Enoch Shroot. But I need to get in range first. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need to move forward. Please stop smashing your keyboard. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be right there. And then a boulder is going to be batted at you. And it's also going to land on your boat, destroying it.
Not the boat!
I don't have acrobatics or athletics. Can I think at it really hard?
You can roll 1d6.
Okay, I'm gonna think at it really hard.
Ouch.
You thought real hard, but unfortunately you didn't think to move out of the way. Oof, not good. Man, I'm rolling really high, though. Alright, you're gonna take 7 damage.
I assume that means they did not roll a 6.
No, they did not roll a 6. They did not roll a 6. But if anyone else, if that would have affected anyone else, I did roll a 6 on both Dim and Korok.
No.
Okay, I'm going to do the free immediate and shuffle it into my deck.
Okay, very cool.
Full round means that it's like exactly what it says, right? It'll take me all of my actions and everything.
Yep, because you have to stop and put on armor.
Ooh. Great.
All right.
So that was 7 damage.
Yes, 7 damage.
Okay, I prevented 5 of it.
Wonderful. Stop.
Oh wait, would this have helped if I use my immediate to tilt my fleet boots and move 2 squares away? Would that have helped me?
Yes, it would have. You would have dodged.
Can I do that
You
or
sure
no?
can, buddy. You definitely
Okay.
can.
But my fleet boot says that I can only use it to move an additional 2 on my next move action.
Oh,
That's
on
immediate.
your action. Okay. But it says on your action. That's fair. No,
Luke,
that's
Luke
alright.
just screwed you
No, he
by
got
pointing
the
out the
rules right.
rules. No, yeah, thank you, Luke. Seriously. So yeah, it's on your next action, so it does not work.
Got it.
Maybe the platinum version that is immediately whenever. Okay, but that is the end of these guys' turn. You guys are now up, so only a conversation that you may have discussing tactics and in-character stuff is a 6 seconds or sentence, whichever comes first. And you guys tell whoever says I'm going now is going to go first.
I'm going now.
Okay.
How much can I move? How far can I move?
It's listed
based
on your
my
armor.
my animal skins.
And
And I'm gonna
base is
say
7 without armor.
Yes, 7 without armor.
I am going to. Can I use my fleet boots like right before this turn? Can I say that I did that?
Yeah, dog.
I'm gonna tilt it.
You do it.
I'm assuming that means like tapping.
It's basically the same thing, except it doesn't untap on your turn. It just means it's the way to signify that it's been used.
Okay. Great. Then I am going to use that additional 2 movement and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, 6. Wait, I was right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna stab this guy.
Do it!
Oh wait, I didn't even draw my cards.
Oh my gosh, you fool.
It's 2 cards I get.
That is 2 cards. You guys can all draw your 2 cards now.
3 cards. For me.
Yeah.
I am going to use sneak attack.
Okay.
And just the rule. So the wording on sneak attack is weapon attack +2. If I am flanking, return this card to my hand. Is that if I am flanking at any time, return this card to my hand, or is it only when I use sneak
It's
attack?
when you use it.
Only when I use it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to take a note of that to make sure it's more explicitly stated, but I guarantee that was the intention behind the card.
Okay. I'm still gonna use it. So that is weapon attack +2, and that is gonna be my dagger +2. So D6 +2. That's 4 damage.
4 damage to the Cyclops. All right, so you slash at his leg and leave a large gash.
You son of a bitch! And with these large targets, is it the same flanking rules as D&D?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Well, actually, no, I'll be a little bit more forgiving on it. Just on the other side. It doesn't need to be like diagonal. It's fine.
Okay. Well, that's my turn.
Whoever's going next.
It will be me. I'm gonna go with my 6 movement. Are diagonals? What's the deal? What's the deal with diagonals?
Just 1 movement cost, regardless of what direction.
Incredible. 1, a 2, 3,
A 3.
4, 5, 6. I will burn my what's card is this? It's the one in my hand. It's the shove card. My swift action. I'm gonna put it in my recycle, and I'm gonna move 3 squares. 1. That's good enough for me. And push this thing 2 squares towards dim.
You're gonna push the guy into dim.
Sure.
Okay.
We're rivals.
It's a game.
Okay. Cool.
TPK.
You guys just want more corruption.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so how does shove work?
So it is I just push an adjacent enemy 2 squares. Which I guess realistically I'd put him, I don't know, here and then
Okay, where are you putting him?
whatever that means. Right where he is now.
Okay, cool. So
Well, I guess I wouldn't actually move him away from me because I still want us to benefit from flanking. So
Only very specific abilities benefit from flanking, which are my abilities. So
right, yeah.
You still have 2 movements, I think, unless the card reads differently.
Right. I kind of wish this said up to 2 squares, so you could theoretically push it 0. Like if you could just use the card for the movement aspect,
yeah,
which I would actually do.
but it does not. It does
But it
not
does
say
not.
May on it.
Right.
Do you have to use them in that order that they are listed?
I would say no.
Like, could I?
Because, I mean, you could move up so that you're flanking, yeah.
I like that, Zach. Do you feel good about that as a ruling?
Yeah, you don't have to do them in the same order, but I'll make a note
Okay.
to ask.
Cool. And then I will use. Oh shit! Yeah, I'll make a hand axe attack. Once the d6 wants to be rolled, it's okay. Take your time. Maybe that didn't click it all the way. There we go. Yay!
So what was that for? Just a standard attack?
Yeah, just a hand axe attack.
Okay, and since you shoved, I'm actually going to have Dim make a an acrobatics check.
And what is that check going to look like? That's a D20?
Yeah, you're gonna roll a d20, and you're gonna add your acrobatics skill to it.
That's
Wonderful.
a 14.
Wonderful. So yes, the you are able to nimbly take the hit of this Cyclops stumbling back into you and fall back and do a roll and land gracefully on your feet.
We call that a dimble maneuver.
Wow. Wow.
Oh god, I'm gonna start damaging you too. Okay, so what you rolled a 5. What exactly were you doing, Morden? Morden?
Oh, that was just my attack.
Oh, it's just your attack, so it's just 5 damage straight up?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
Oh, and then I roll a card, draw a card at the end of my turn, right?
Why are you changing the rotation value?
Huh?
Because it started at 6 and we've been dealing a damage. Why would it be at 5?
Because I can keep track of how much damage it's doing. They have more than just 6 hit points.
Oh. I guess that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go next.
Okie
That's
dokie.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna play some Foresight as my swift action, which means that this. Whoops, not the whole thing. Not the whole thing. This gets to be up, and I get to play it if I want to, which I don't want to at the moment.
If you want
But good to know it's there. Then I'm gonna move 1 and form my longbow all the way back to my face. it still won't shoot any further than. Oh no, I need to move another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna pull my longbow all the way back to my face, and it's still not gonna shoot any further than a short bow. And I'm gonna attack this one.
Okay. So make that attack roll. Just standard attack, nothing exciting here.
Nothing exciting.
Do remember
It's
to be
only the
drawing
first
the
turn.
cards at the
Give
end of
me-
your turn, my friends. Just in case you've forgotten.
That's gonna be 3 plus 1. It's gonna be 4.
To this guy here.
For that one, yes.
So 3 damage.
3 plus 1 is 4 damage.
Oh, 4 damage. Wonderful. So 3 damage. Yep. Okie dokie. Is that the
All
end of your
right,
turn?
and then I.
Don't forget to
You
draw the
Ulysses,
card at the end of your turn.
Yes, it's the end of my turn.
Okay. I tilted my boots, so I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and crouch behind this rock,
Mm-hmm.
trying to get some cover from those boulders from those boys over there. And then I am going to swift action use Vine Wall and roll a d6 to determine how many Vine Walls I get, which is 4. They all have 1 HP, and I can summon them within 5 of me, I think, or 3 of me. So hold on a second, because dragging these tokens out is kind of irritating. 1 moment. Okay,
How much HP do they have?
1 HP.
Okay, I'm just gonna give you these guys, okay?
What guys?
Things I'm setting up for you right here. Okay. So,
Not my token?
Not your tokens, because this is just gonna be
Okay.
easier. So just hit Control C on them and Control V to place them wherever you like.
Okay, cool. So there are 4 of them that I should have.
So yeah, you just can create a new one by Control C, Control V.
Okay. And people can move through diagonals, even large creatures can move through diagonals straight up.
Theoretically, yeah, they can. That might be something we need to figure out. I personally would say that this guy cannot, but we don't have that explicitly written anywhere.
But we're ruling that way, so can I use the last one
Yeah.
on a different place?
Sure.
Okay. I want to make it so that
Was this guy 3 before? You just
Yeah, he was.
Yep.
Okay. Please don't mess with my dice.
I didn't mean to do it that time.
Okay.
At least we're not stacking blocks, right, guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little bit easier now that I've turned the physics down, but still. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense, right? Where all those are.
Do that in real life.
He basically are making it hard for him to chase us as much as possible.
Yeah, sounds good.
I'm gonna put this one here because there's a rock in that place, and that is more functional for me. And then I'm going to make my attack at the guy that everybody's ganging up on. That's a short range attack. Reroll 1s.
Okay. This is good strategy here. Compliments.
And that is going to be 4 damage to this Cyclops here.
Okay. Wonderful.
And I start growing roots into the ground this turn. Cool, that's it.
Okay. Who's next? Is there anyone left
That
to
was-
go?
That was
I
all
think
four of
that's
us, right?
all of us.
Okay. So, after wailing on these guys, the tree pulses brightly, and you feel a tingle of energy like attempt to push you back the water, which you're able to easily resist. But this wave of energy seems to have had an effect on these guys, and they seem to be healing from their wounds.
Oh my god.
Well, maybe we should kill the tree first.
And this guy is going to move here. And he's going to attempt to hit you with his big-ass club.
There's no
And
attacks of opportunity in this game?
no attacks of opportunity. And he actually is just going to hit you, but it is going to be... He's going to attempt to hit you. A 1! Ugh. He's going to slam down. Does your defense negate that? Morden?
Oh, I didn't realize that was at me. Yes, it does.
All right. So you've just dodged out of the way. Well done. And so this guy is going to move back here, and he's going to pick up a rock, and he's going to huck it over at the bow guy. So Mr. Enoch Schrute, you need to roll a d6, and hope you roll a 5 or a 6.
Okay, I'm gonna think really hard at it again. I did not.
You did not, and so you are going. The boulder is going to slam into you, doing 1 plus 2 damage. So you're gonna take 3 damage.
Ow.
It was a glancing. It was a small boulder. It was a small boulder. And then this guy is
Are you
going
keeping
to.
track of how many boulders there are?
Yes, infinite. So it's pretty easy. And then another boulder is gonna come flying over at Dim. So go ahead and roll.
God damn it!
All right. So it's gonna be 2 plus 3, so 5 damage.
I'm gonna sacrifice my animal skins and prevent 2 of that.
Okay. So take 3 damage. Well, you have defense first, so you take 2 damage.
Oh, great! I didn't know that.
I think that's how it works.
I'll take it.
Okay. And then that is going to be the end of these guys' turn.
I'm gonna go first.
All right. What you doing?
I'm gonna go 1.
Get to
2 cards.
That I have in front of me before I draw it, so I don't have to pay 1 life. My plan was to put one of them behind, which is why I moved up, was to put one of them behind them and then 2 of them in front of each of these ones. But
Okay.
whatever you want to, like, should I do them somewhere else? Do you have another plan for
No,
this?
that seems great. I'm just going to attempt to make a bum rush for the tree thing because it's healing everybody.
The tree thing.
I-
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I
can
probably
also...
won't get that.
Could you get cover behind the vine wall? How high are they?
They're supposed to occupy the whole square. It doesn't really say a specific
So I'd
about
say
how high they are.
if they're 5x5 cubes. Yeah, I'd say if you were to get in like this one corner, they would have a hard time hitting you with a rock because they can't. They'd have to throw it straight up and not at you. That's pretty much the only place, like right here.
Or would they have to damage the wall? Because
Yeah, I mean,
the wall
throwing
can't
it,
take much of a hit.
they'd probably end up damaging the wall.
Cool.
And actually, just so I'm not surprised, now that I'm thinking about it, if they threw a rock there, you would still be in the radius of it because it's a 4 square. It's a 2x2 square radius, so it would hit here, here, and here. I would give you, because you have cover, I would give you an extra 2 die to avoid it from standing here, though. Or that's how I would rule it.
That makes sense.
Does this give cover?
If they can't see you, they can't throw it at you. But they can see you standing there because they're pretty close.
And I can't like go further?
Yeah, you could climb up if you like. You could like stand up behind a tree or something. It's gonna be double movement to get up there.
Okay, interesting. I don't think I have enough movement, but
They're also pretty close. They could just like hit you with their club.
look around. Yeah.
I could give you enough movement to get up there, Ulysses, since we're planning our turnout together for the card.
I'm okay. You should save it if you have other uses for it.
Well, the only other use I would have for it is to get me up there, and you tend to deal a ton more damage than me because you're like an archer. I'm better off healing the little guys down here, like our friends down here, and
Okay.
you tend to do more damage. So I can give you 5 extra squares of movement, ignoring hazardous terrain.
Okay, so I've got 3 right now, so that would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. Yeah, that would easily get me up behind this tree.
Alright, so I'm gonna do that because we get to use our turn together. I'm gonna cast Wind Wall on him.
Okay.
Can we do that after I've done my attack from here? Set my things?
Sure.
Okay. Zack, DM ruling. I have an ability that says, Swift, your next range attack this turn deals 1 additional damage, put a token on this card. The energy trap has, is a magic attack range 7, but it places trap hazards that deal 1d6 damage and stop all movement. Will those be affected? Like, will it deal 1d6 plus 1 or not?
That is a magic attack with range 7.
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah, I would rule that this synergizes.
Okay, sweet. Then I'm going to use both of my swift actions to make those deal +2 each. And I'm going to play this,
Well, you
which
said they might
means
use both of my swift actions?
Because we
Yes.
get an extra swift action
Oh, okay.
from Soul Survivors.
Love it.
and when I play it, it goes into my recycling, and I get a new card on top. Cool. And then I'm going to place traps, which don't, I believe, ever get unplaced. So what should I use to mark them? Just D6s or something else?
No, I got something for you.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Is that gonna scale down? Does it take?
It's 1 square, right?
Yeah.
I just scaled it down.
Sweet.
So Control C, Control V to place them where you want.
Okay, cool. So one of them is gonna go here. One of them is gonna go here. And one of them is gonna go here, I think. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of them is gonna go here. That one's meant to go in that little, do you see it? where it's meant to go.
It seems to be in between two, but you're trying to get to go like I see.
Yeah. So that if he moves at all, it will. Yeah.
Okay, I'll move him over slightly. There we go.
Cool. And then I'm gonna run away. Oh wait.
Run
He has
away,
to.
run away.
Ethan has to play his.
Well, you have to move first because the difficult terrain is
Oh.
the
Okay.
last part of it. So move your
3,
movement,
4, 5, 6, 7.
and then you move an additional 5, but don't worry about the terrain.
Okay. 1, 2. I'm not quite sure where. Is that right? Will that give me cover, Zach?
Kinda. These boulders are big, so it would hit the tree and not you.
Okay.
But would it give him that additional 2 dice at least?
Yes, it definitely would.
Okay.
Sweet.
Okay. Who's next? I guess it's you.
Well, I'll go because we coordinated our turn. And I am going to attack this thing that's in front of, what's your name again, Nino?
Morden Gramsci.
Mordem.
You're attacking this guy?
Yeah. That is going to be 3 damage to him.
Wonderful.
And I'm not going to move so that I get my token.
Wonderful. Who's going next?
Nice.
I'll go
I'm
next.
doing my card now.
Make sure you're drawing at the end of your turns.
I think the first thing I'm gonna do is use Energy Huddle. 2 characters may move up to 5 spaces towards me, and then heal all adjacent allies by 3. So, yeah, if the 2 of you want to do that.
Okay.
Yuli?
I'm
sorry, this is
all the
Ethan?
way over. That's Ethan, yeah. Ethan has.
I don't think Ethan wants to move. If Ethan moves, he
Yeah,
loses
he has
stuff.
his.
Well, it's only if I move on my turn. So if I can move without it being on my turn, I would love that.
Oh,
Yeah.
it isn't on your turn.
Mm-hmm.
But aren't we all technically taking our turns together?
Yeah, I don't know how that ruling works.
Zach?
Yeah, I'm thinking. I would rule that you can move. Did you hear that?
Yeah, so I can move as long as it's not on my turn.
Yeah, that's how I'd rule it.
All right, so both of you get healed by 3.
Incredible.
I'll toss this in my recycling. Was that a standard action? That was a swift. Love
And
it.
how much do we move? Sorry.
What's that?
How much do we move? Just towards you?
Just the towards me one, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then I will go ahead and I guess I'll move a bit to help my boy Dim out with that there. Flanking. I'll go 5, 10, or 1, 2, 3. There. And I'll just make another hand axe attack at this man's. Nice.
All right, you
And-
slash across his legs.
That's it for me.
I'm just gonna stab with my. Oh, I forgot I have my human ability, you guys. I'm gonna put a token on this card. Roll a d6, and if I roll high, I draw low. Boom. Or if I roll high, draw a card. I guess because everyone else is already gone, I will say Ethan, draw a card. And I'm going to make a dagger attack, which is going to be 1d6 plus 1 because I am flanking.
Thank you for the card.
That's 7 damage.
Ooh, that's a good ability.
All right, how do you want to do this?
So
Nice.
Mordin slashes across the Cyclops' shin, and I imagine he's like feeling pretty good about himself, pretty good hit, kind of making the Cyclops bend over in agony. And then Dim's gonna be like, "You call that a blow?" And he's gonna fucking run up the back of the Cyclops, leap up to where his neck meets his shoulders, and he's going to plunge his dagger right in there, severing the cerebral cortex. And he's going to fall down, 3-point landing at the side of where the Cyclops face plants into the ground. And he's going to look at Mordine, and he's going to say, "Better luck next time."
And I'm not even looking in your direction.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
I'm going to use my movement, and I'm going to go right over here. Yeah, right there. I'm going to bend down in front of the vines and try to be sneaky.
Wonderful.
That's my turn.
That's the end of everyone's turn, I believe. And so, as the Cyclops thuds to the ground dead, the tree lets out a deep rumbling that you can tell is a bellow of rage. It seems to be echoed from the trees in the surrounding areas, and the Cyclopses take up the scream and start yelling as well as this green pulse emanates from the tree, and they are healed.
Good.
And you hear in the distance screams being echoed by feminine bird-like screams. And you're going to pretend this like thing here is actually a harpy. And there are going to be a bunch of harpies that take up the call.
Man, we're fighting a whole forest. Now I know what Macbeth felt like.
I think we should kill the tree.
I think so.
It's really hard to mix Christopher Walken and Treebeard together, but I'm trying my best.
You sounded Italian with that last effort.
It was definitely more Walken than Tree, but...
Alright. Moving on these guys. Oh yeah, ridiculous amount. Okay. So they're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Nice.
And Dim, what is your AC?
My AC.
And what's your defense?
I shed my
You have 0
animal
defense.
skins.
That's wonderful.
However, I would like to use a free immediate action to move one space and heal an ally within 5 squares by 2, as well as draw a card if I can.
Oh yeah, definitely do that. That totally fucks my entire plan.
Yes, good. Good. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna heal you. I'm gonna move right over here. Actually, I'm gonna move right here because fuck those boulders. And I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna heal you, Ethan, by 2.
Cool. Korok is all beefy boy looking. Good move.
Okay, so the harpy seems like it was screeching directly toward you, but you jump out of its way and it can't quite get you with its movement. So
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one can.
Come on.
10, 11. It can actually get to you, buddy. What is your AC, Morden?
My defense is 3.
3. Cool. So these both come up to you, because they can both get to you. And I need you to make A contested athletics or acrobatics check, your choice. As they try to grab you.
Is this a D6 thing?
No, it's a D20. Did you roll it?
I did. There was an 8.
And they are able to grab onto you. You now have 2 harpies that are holding onto you and look like they are about to lift you into the air. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
More corruption cards for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Did I say 12 for this guy and not 13? Oh, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I did? Thank you. Okay, we guess go one more. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What is your your defense, Enoch?
2. Well,
0.
Enoch? Enoch? You mean that's me?
Oh, that's you? My bad. Yeah, you.
My defense is 2.
I just see the bow and I think it's Enoch. Your defense is 2? Wonderful. I need you to make a contested athletics check.
Okay, so I add my athletics to this,
Yep,
and it's a D20 roll.
Mm-hmm. And you are able to fight off. It comes like grabbing at you, and you just bat its hands away. And
My roots are in the ground, baby. You can't take me anywhere.
Wonderful, wonderful. And this guy is going to attempt to move up here. He's going to step on the trap, Enoch.
Yeah. So I deal 1d6 plus 2.
Nice. Roll that damage.
And it stops all movement.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah. It's going to be 8.
Damn.
8 damage. Damn, son. Okay, so that is going...
Dim sum.
Alright, wonderful, wonderful. But unfortunately this guy does have a big-ass club, and he has the range. And he's going to slam out at you, Mr. Dim.
Uh-oh.
And he's only going to roll 3 damage.
Well, I have no defense against that.
Can anyone intercept? I believe Dim, are you going to go down here?
No, I'm not going to
Okay.
go down.
Okay.
I'm at 3 now.
All right, you're taking it, and you are going to get hit with this club, and this club is going to send you flying. What is your athletics or acrobatics?
I have +1 to acrobatics.
All right, so you fly 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are now here.
Wow.
What?
It hit you with a
Well-
club and set you flying like a rock.
That's crazy.
Uh,
Those should have more range than 6. It's crazy. You can only shoot 30 feet with the bow.
Okay, and this guy is going to take a rock, and he's going to see you flanking Mr. Shroot, and he's going to throw a rock in your direction. It's going to slam into the tree, absorbing the brunt of it, but you're still going to need a dodge. So go
Okay.
ahead and roll 3d6. You want to get at least a 5 on one of them.
I'm going to use the tree power to think really hard against the rock. So it's going to be not it. I get to roll 3, you said?
You need to roll 3 times. If you get a 5, you dodge. One more time. Oh, Jesus.
No.
Damn, 2, 3, 4.
All right, so you are going to take 2 plus 4 damage. So you're going to take 6 damage total, and that tree has also been destroyed, no longer provides cover.
No.
And that is going to be the end of these guys' turn.
At the end of their turn, before it becomes our turn again, because I haven't used any immediates, I'm going to use the immediate that is in my front thing to target player draw 2 cards and
Okay.
may take an immediate action at this turn.
Okay.
So I'm going to make myself draw 2 cards.
Okay.
So this is going to draw 1, whoops, 2, I think. Yes, that's right. I drew Final Days.
Okay, so you need to roll that
So
2d6.
I draw 2 cards immediately first. So that's gonna draw, and then this one gets turned up. Okay, cool. Okay, roll 2d6.
Oh, I forgot to do this, Ulysses, but you should.
Uh-oh. Roll again.
I should shuffle it, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, phew. So then this goes into my there, and my second immediate.
Ethan, are you trying to interject with something?
Just this card should be in your deck. The card I put on your
I know.
placemat. Just letting you know.
Yeah, it's supposed
Thank
to be
you.
shuffled into your deck before.
I forgot to give that to you. I put it in my recycle pile.
I'm gonna put it on now. Okay. My other immediate's gonna be Dark Rebirth. Corruption, heal an amount equal to double your corruption is the amount of corruption in your deck, right?
Corruption. Your number of corruption is the number of corruption cards in your deck. Yeah.
There's sometimes people have extra that aren't corruption cards, like Blood Touch automatically have 1 additional.
Yeah.
Okay. I do not. So this is only 2, so I'm gonna heal 4.
Okay, heal 4.
Does that not mean that Blood Touch to automatically get a corruption card?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
And then when it
That's
goes,
not the way that I read it, but let me check
It
it
says this card counts as a corruption.
Yeah.
and then when it goes over to our turn, I'm gonna play the Hunted, which immediately gets shuffled into Gramsci's deck, I believe. Yes, we're hunted together. And we have an extra Swift, and we can take our turn together.
Incredible.
But we can at least talk about it first. So, what's your plan?
To get destroyed by these harpies.
Yeah, that looks about right. If you can run away, I don't know if I can.
He is not able to run away. In fact, there's nothing he can do. He's already lost the contest. He's about to be lifted into the air.
Not until we're done, and
Yeah.
I can't talk too much, but I can say my 6 seconds as they're debating. I got you.
It seems like this is going to resolve on the enemy's turn. Yes.
I've got friendly rivals, so I would love to take my turn with Nino if whenever you guys are done.
Well, then, yeah, play it at the same time. All 3 of you can go.
Yeah, so then we all 3 can figure it out. So let's talk for a sec. I can attack.
Make sure you give the
my
card to
plan.
Nino, though.
Can I go first because those are all immediates? Can I just take the initiative and go first right now and do my thing?
They already played their card, so I'm gonna actually rule no.
Okay, they're immediate, so they're not
but
cards that necessarily determine the turn order.
Immediate that starts their turn, I believe.
It says you share a bond with them, plan and take your turn together this round. It just says they have to take their turn together. It doesn't say that they have to take it right now.
Everybody can draw a card, by the way. I'm going to use my free Swift action from my 2-token human card.
That's very helpful, actually. Oh yeah, now that we can talk, I have Magic Missile, which means as many cards as I can get into my hand, the more damage I deal this time.
Incredible.
So Zack, you're ruling a no on being able to jump ahead.
I don't want to be too strict, but it kind of ruins the whole spirit of those cards for you to do that. And so
well, kind of, but it also allows me to do something that would change what they are able to talk about. Like, they're able to plan stuff. If I can do something that changes their plan and makes it more effective without being table talking myself, I don't think that's unreasonable. But I feel
Sure.
you
I mean,
on
like,
one
I
thing.
don't want to like ruin your fun here, so maybe I'll say like this time you can. But if you are going to do that from now on, I must say if anyone plays the immediate that says you do your turn, that means you are volunteering to go then. And
Okay.
that's how I'm gonna rule that. It's like that. It's you're basically saying I'm gonna take my turn now, because otherwise you're gonna hear the entire plans and they'll change what you might do. You know what I mean?
That's fair. Okay, I'll refrain from doing it. But I do say I got you to Morden.
That's totally fine.
If I have an Artful Acrobatics card, which allows me to move 5, is that something I can do?
On
Considering
your turn, it's a swift, so yeah.
like I could get away from the harpies using that.
No, because you're already grabbed. Like, you've already been hit, basically. If you used it in response to the athletics check, it would have been fine.
Oh, sure. And just to clarify, dodge would not have worked because it wasn't actually an attack, right?
I would have allowed dodge to work there, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, they're grabbing you, you know?
Oh my god, I didn't mean to move that die. I don't know what it was.
Where?
I think it was a 6. This one right here.
Uh,
I think I pressed E on it twice.
What are you
It might
guys
have been a
doing
3.
to my-
This guy. Like I was just holding E and moving my camera,
Yeah, be careful.
and I passed over it.
There was a die over here. Over where?
No, it was this one. I moved it. I changed the number on it.
This one.
Okay, well that's fine. That's not big deal.
Okay.
So my plan was to try and hit these 3, but I could just aim for the big guy. What do you think? Especially now that I have all these cards in hand.
I think we should kill the small ones first.
Okay.
I do have Spectral Dagger, and I have 2 attacks this turn because of my human ability.
Nice.
So I was thinking I could just fucking end 2 of these harpies. Or I could go all in on the big guy. What do we think? Nino, what you got?
I have a bunch of reactions to things. Would it be too much to like have go back and have used one of these? Because I just didn't realize that was an attack mechanically.
Sure. Yeah, if you really want to. You had
And
instant still?
Yeah, I did. I didn't have Artful Acrobatics in my hand at the time, but I did have Dodge.
Okay, well, I'll allow you to use it.
Cool. It's a success on high, which that's not. Otherwise, it goes back to my hand. So that's moot. Aside from attacks, like a basic hand axe attack, I don't
Ethan,
really
really quick, can you tell me what you plan to do to save him? Because I want to make sure I'm not going to overrule you.
Earth Binding is a thing I can do that has a range of 5, and if I take 2 damage, I can affect 3 things. They all take 2 damage, ignoring armor. So all 3 of the things holding him and the one nearest to me will just die.
Yep, that'd work. Cool.
Yep.
I just would feel really shitty if, like, and then you say, and I go, no, that doesn't work, and then...
No, it worked last game, and
Okay.
it's supposed to do a lot more than that and like hold people down, but every time it's been way more useful to fuck up the action economy.
Okay, so disregard what you just heard
Okay.
from Ethan in your plans, but go ahead and continue.
I think I'm just going to make the big attack then to try and do these 2. But if you guys are going to go for the big ones first, then maybe do that. So then we're not doubling down. I don't know.
I was thinking that I'm going to go last, and if it looks like the big one's about to die, I'll finish it off. If not, I'm going to clean up this action economy by killing up to 2 harpies. If I can.
Hmm. How are these Cyclops looking, Zach?
Pretty hardy.
Pretty hardy. Okay. Then maybe it's better if I just pour it into the tree guys so they can't heal anymore.
I mean, that tree guy's gonna be up for a while, I would imagine. I think the action economy is more important.
Fair enough.
All right, well, I guess I'll just get a start on it. I'm going to move up here, and I'm going to use Spectral Dagger. Actually, no, I'm going to move up a little farther. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and I'm going to use Spectral Dagger on those 2 harpies who are surrounding Mordine. It's 1d6 plus 2 damage. That's 2 damage.
To the harpy right there?
Yeah.
Alright. How do you want to do this?
I just flick out my hand and a pink like energy dagger just goes right into the back of the harpy's neck and it topples over. The dagger disappears and I do it again to the other one.
Cool. You killed both of them.
Yes, good. Same thing to both. And then I get up, and then as I say that I say, Mordine, I've got you 6.
Are you done?
I'm done.
I'm gonna take my turn.
Okay.
I think. I'm gonna move to here.
That tree is no longer there, by the way. I can't delete it, but...
Oh, the tree's no longer there. Okay. Well, yeah, this still works. I'm gonna move over there. I'm going to... I have 2 swifts, right?
If that's what the bomb gave you, yes.
Yes, it is. Cool. I'm gonna pump them both into my what's it thing, so that it deals 2 additional damage. Oh, sorry, no. I'm gonna pump one of them into it, which puts it up to 3, and then I'm going to take that away and spend all of them to do the other ability.
Nice.
So that's going to be 4 damage.
God, the
and
extra
I've
swift is
removed...
so crazy synergistic with your build.
And so I'm going to remove those. So I deal plus 4 damage, and yeah, that's plus 4 damage.
This guy's up here.
And then I'm going to do Scar, which deals 3 damage, ignoring defense. So it's going to be 7 damage, and they both take an immediate move action away from me, and they may not target me with melee or ranged attacks until the start of my next turn. So, is that the right card? Yes, that's the right card. So that's going to go and pierce through these 2, so they both take 7 damage and take an immediate... They both take immediate move actions away from me.
Armor?
Ignoring armor. So 7 damage, ignoring armor.
Wow.
Okay, so this guy's going to run 1,
Does
2,
it
3.
trigger the trap again when he moves over it?
What's the wording of it? I thought it was only once.
It says... hang on.
It seems kind of ridiculous that the trap would just completely lock someone down and also never go away, but...
That is a
Well,
good
no, because they're too... Because it's big, right?
I
So
would say it
moves
can't
over it
trigger
again.
by, like... If he moved off it and came back, I'd say it triggers again. But
Okay,
not
got
if
it.
he just is still on it.
If anyone enters this square. So yeah, I guess.
2, 3, 4, 5. So he runs over here. This guy goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he'll take the damage.
That's going to be 1d6 plus 2. So it's going to be 6.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah, well, how does my chap want to do this? It's an energy trap, so it will spark up magical energy and do one of those really cool disintegrating effects, starting from the trunk. No, this is a Cyclops. It's going to start from the eye and disintegrate outward over all of its body.
All right. And he falls to the ground like so many snowflakes, having disintegrated from this magical trap. Are you done?
Nice.
So that was my swift and standard action. So I have an immediate, but I don't think I'm going to use it. So yes, that is the end of my turn.
All right, Nino, you're up.
All right. Well, I've pulled my corruption cards out because I forgot that my blood touch card counts as a corruption card, giving me 4 total. That said, I'm gonna go ahead and use artifact arms on somebody immediately. 1, 2,
Is it an immediate?
5, 6.
Where is it?
No, it's
Go down there.
a standard, yeah.
Okay.
And it's very good. It's very good.
Corruption cards are good.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I can only really get in range of. I might just work on this guy behind me. I think that is what I'll do.
Okay.
So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And I will use artifact arms to deal 2d6 and push X, where X is my corruption. So 4 spaces. So let me roll those 2d6 first. Amazing. Incredible. So 6 damage
How do
total.
you want to do this?
I have artifact arms, I guess. So I'm just ejecting one of them.
You are
I mean,
Jax
that's-
from Mortal Kombat.
That's exactly what I'm imagining. And I just like explode it into this trap where it explodes into confetti. And that's...
Alright, a bloody rain of viscera confetti falls upon the beach.
Oh, I should have done this beforehand, but I'll also use the blood touch swift action just to get a token on it and deal an additional damage.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
And that's my turn.
All
Yeah.
right.
My turn?
Yes.
I'm going to use Earthbinding to kill the 3 harpies closest to me
Sorry.
and take 2 damage to do so.
Can I have made an immediate right before our, before my turn my turn begins?
You already took your turn, didn't you?
Has it still not been the enemy's turn? We still just been going?
No, you just used Spectral Blades. I haven't gotten to go yet.
Crazy.
You
Okay.
guys talked for a really long time when you were able to plan together.
Yeah. And then I'm going to stay put and earn my my coin
Okay. Wonderful.
and heal 1.
Okay, cool. So it is now the enemy's turn. Another wave of energy pushes out, and a seems to be calling.
Oh. Yeah, maybe the tree thing should have died.
Man,
Does it look like it can move, or does it look like the statue I fought last time where it cannot move?
It looks like a tree that's rooted into the ground.
Oh, okay. Because the thing that's in the corner has legs, but
Yeah, you know. It doesn't have legs.
okay.
Okay. And so these are gonna fly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Mm.
And this is gonna come over here, and we're gonna make a contested athletics check. Did you roll? Nino?
Oh, sorry.
Contested athletics check. They're trying to lift you up again.
Hey, right. A little better than last time.
Well, then you
Oh,
succeeded.
actually, oh, great. Incredible.
Yeah, so you are able to bat them away.
Can I use a second wind as an immediate action?
Yeah, you sure can, dog.
Incredible. Ooh, considering that I'm at full health, I might actually save that. Never mind.
Okay. And then Dim, make a contested athletics check.
Fantastic. Okay. Does this count as
It's
an attack?
It's an attack.
Okay.
yes.
Okay, I'm going to use second wind immediately.
Okay. Make that attack roll.
Okay.
And how do you want to do it?
So it reaches out, tries to grab me, and I just go quick as lightning and stab up into its gut. And I look a little bit healthier. Also,
Cool.
I get one HP.
So now you need to make a contested athletics check. There's another one on you.
Oh, what? Nice.
And it grabs you and it's beginning to lift you into the air. And
Oh shit, you're fucked, Ulysses.
Yeah, I know.
and it's also going to take a swipe at you. It's going to take a swipe at Morden. This other one here. And it's going to do 3 damage to you. What is your defense, Nino?
Mine is exactly 3.
Alright, so you take 1 damage. Cannot be lowered past 1. Alright, and this guy's gonna come up here. And it's gonna try to lift you up.
So I am going to, as an immediate, use Strafe,
Okay.
which allows me to, if it ends its movement within 5 feet or within close to me,
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm going to use Timely Leap instead, which allows me to move 3 away from it as a response to it ending its movement, and
Okay.
ignore hazardous terrain. So, 1, 2, 3.
Wonderful. So you're able to get out of the way of those guys. This one's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 right on you. Ulysses, what's your armor class?
Hang on, I'm deciding if I wanted to copy. What was the one you played? Timely Leap.
Yeah, here it's on top now.
1, 2, 3. That would not get them into the trap. Yeah, I'm still gonna do it so I can get down and does it do anything else? No.
No.
No, I'm good. They
Okay.
moved too far for it to be worth it.
Okay, so gonna make a contested athletics check with the one that just rolled up on you.
Question: is this a magic effect?
No.
Damn. It is an attack though, or not?
It can be considered an attack, yes, for the purposes of your cards. But what it's trying to do is grab onto you and lift you in the air.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna use second. No. Yeah, I'm gonna use second wind. So that I can heal and possibly hit it.
Okay.
So I do heal 1d6 plus my level, which is 4. So I'm gonna heal 7, which puts me up to max health.
Okay. Wonderful. And then
Um,
you attack this guy, I believe?
And then I attack the one that's attacking me. Yeah.
So roll that attack roll.
With my longbow,
Wonderful.
which is gonna deal 5 damage.
Right through its heart.
Yeah. Fuck you, Hoppy.
Hey.
So now this one's gonna fly over to you, and you need to make a contested athletics check.
Okay. Yeah, I can't. Yeah. Which is my athletics check? I don't have.
You don't have it because we've already determined that. So just roll a d20. You gotta get at least a 5.
Knowing me, like.
You got a 5.
Hey!
All right. Well, then this one's gonna come up to you, and it's gonna try to grab you. So make another. You gotta get at least.
Yeah. No.
I rolled a 2. You succeeded.
Okay.
Now this one's gonna come over to you. They're all just trying to grab you, and they're all real bad at it. Okay, so another athletics check. I rolled a 17 that time.
I think I rolled a 2 again.
Are you
Yeah.
rolling a d20?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Really?
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that
Jesus.
one has grabbed onto you.
Okay.
And then these guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
He moved over the trap.
Okay, cool. He explodes. Then this guy goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11.
What? That one doesn't go over the trap?
It went in a straight line, dude.
Also, why would it go over the trap when it just saw its friend explode in that exact same spot?
And this one's gonna try to grab onto you.
Okay. So this is a d20 plus my athletics,
That is
or
correct.
rolled twice because of my athletics?
No, this is plus your athletics. So you got
Okay.
beat a 13. So this one's grabbing
Damn.
onto you and lifting you up. Alright, guys. It's your turn. Anyone that is not grabbed can attempt to free those that have been grabbed so they can go.
Otherwise, we're just like in the air.
Otherwise, next turn you're gonna get lifted in the air and dropped.
Oh, I had something last time. Okay. Oh well. And Chainborn doesn't, which says I can move one. That doesn't. It's a free immediate. That says
It
I
could
can
have
move
been
one.
used, but it's already been resolved, dude. I already moved things
No,
out
I
of the way
know.
and exploded.
But I wouldn't be able to use it while I'm being grabbed.
No, you could have used it in response to the check.
Cool. Yeah, no, it's fine.
So whoever's going first, I assume whoever isn't grabbed should go first.
Well, that's not me.
Is everyone grabbed?
I'm not grabbed. I'm trying to figure out the best possible move, and I think I know what it is. So I think I'll go ahead and do that. I'm gonna start off by using wait, what's the one where I draw an extra card? Artful Acrobatics to move 5 and draw a card and take an additional swift action.
Love it.
So I'll start off by going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam, right there. Let me throw that in the recycle. And draw my card. What are you? Positive energy. Self-born ally. Amazing. That's a standard. Not ideal. Yeah, I'll go ahead and use artifact arms to deal 2d6 and push 4. My intention is to knock this guy into this guy.
Okay.
So here's my 2d6.
So yeah, you shove its body, and I'm gonna actually make you make a athletics check here. Straight
So
up
do you-
athletics check. Your DC is going to be 10 to be able to, if you manage to get this thing's corpse to hit the other thing.
Oh wait, it's because my athletics is 1. So
Ah, so it worked. All right, so
In-
just the sheer force deletes both of them.
amazing.
Nice.
Can we say that I used an extra that other swift action to do my blood touch thing?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oops, that's not what I meant to do.
All right.
That's the end of my turn.
So Dim, you're free now. So it's your turn.
Fantastic. I am going to use my human ability and draw a card, or perhaps allow someone else to draw a card, depending on the roll. It's 4. Fantastic. So I will draw a card. Yes, good. I like that. I like that a lot. I can't move over the rocks, right?
Yeah, you can. That's fine. The little ones, you can like run around it.
I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this tree is still ripping and roaring, right?
Yeah, this tree is a tree.
Okay, I'm gonna attack it. I'm gonna use my It's not. Has it been doing anything?
It's been sitting there groaning and making noises, and pulses of energy have been coming off of it.
But it hasn't been healing anything, right?
No,
Is
it's
everything's-
calling the harpies every turn.
Oh, it's calling the harpies. Okay, it must die. That's going to be a piercing. I'm going to use immediate rogue ability, piercing focus.
Just point of order. I just want to make this clear before you use your action. Anyone
Okay.
who is grabbed is not going to have their action this turn.
Who else is grabbed?
Everyone else.
I am.
I just want to make
Everyone
that clear
else?
before you attack. Yeah, so
Ugh.
Nino used his turn to free you, and the other he was the only one that wasn't grabbed. I just want to make it clear so you know what you're doing.
Okay.
But also, 12 more fucking harpies might come out if we don't deal with this right now. So
Well, I don't think that I'm gonna be able to. I don't think I'm going to be able to kill this thing by myself.
It probably has
Um,
more than 6 hit points.
Yeah. I'm gonna free Korok.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Make that attack. If that's
Is that
what you're
attack
doing,
roll?
whatever you're doing.
Oh, I have to. I just have to kill the thing. Okay. Great. Yeah, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna stab that harpy.
I have a question. Could he grab the harpy and move the harpy away from me, and that would break the bond?
Yeah, he could make a contested athletics check, but he might
So
fail.
I'm gonna do well. If a card just says he gets to move something, he doesn't have to make a check, right?
We can't use any actions at the moment.
I have a free immediate.
We
Can
can't
I
use
use
free
that?
immediate. They are.
It's just the bond, though.
And this is kind of some homebrew rules I'm doing right now. It's like these things, their abilities, when they have you grabbed, you cannot do anything. at
Okay,
all.
I'm
You
just saying that
lose
the
ability.
bond is something that I don't conceive of as like being something.
I'm just gonna
specifically,
use
but-
spectral
okay.
dagger. Here it goes.
Okay.
That's 2 damage.
Well, good. So I'm glad your minimum was what was needed. So you kill it.
And spectral dagger comes back into my hand. Korok is free. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Enoch's Road! And that's the end of my turn.
All right, Ethan, it's your turn.
Cool. Only one of them is grabbing Enoch Shroot, right?
That is correct. It's the one that's standing next to him on the high ground.
Okay, so 1,
The tree isn't there.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I actually can't reach you. That sucks.
Can you have your bow?
Yeah, I can't get within range of that guy though. I only have
move over
4
this
movement.
rock.
I only have 4 movement.
No.
Yeah. That's so silly that bows can only shoot 30 feet. Yeah, I am just going to lay the hurt on this thing. I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4. And attack the tree
Okay. Make that
with my
attack.
short bow. Wait, can I? Actually, before I move, because I was right next to this blood-touched fool, are you looking bad? Do you have a lot of health?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Blood-touched,
He's
Morden.
he's almost all the way healed. He's missing 1 HP.
Ew, okay. Then never mind on that. And I can't move close enough to him either. God damn it. Okay. Well, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And roll with my short bow. And that is a 4. I wasn't targeted with anything, so I'm not going to use that. I guess that's it. 4 damage to the tree. Fuck.
Okay. So the harpy then is going to, it's their turn now. Another pulse of energy happens, but no more harpies appear. But this harpy is going to lift Mr. Enoch Shroot up into the air. And it is going to do 6d6 damage when it drops you. Which I believe is just going to kill you.
No.
So that's 1 damage. Plus 1. 2. 5, so we got 7. Another 1. 8. 2. 10. This is the last one. What the fuck are these rolls? 11.
Okay, so as a reaction to that, because I didn't use my immediate, I'm going to use Cocoon on him. Target player is wrapped in a cocoon. That player's defense becomes 8. They can't move or attack during their next turn, and at the start of their next turn, they heal 3d6, draw a card, and their next attack deals an additional 1d6 damage.
Dope! Well done! Nice!
So you don't take as much damage, you're going to heal up, and you get a
Wait.
badass turn.
Awesome.
Okay, how much did...
So, I
how
did
much
11,
damage-
it's minus 8. I'm now
So
hearing
it's just gonna be
myself.
3. Wait, I was at 14 before, so minus 3 is gonna be 11. Okay. Can I
Okay.
use free immediates now?
Yes, you may.
But my movement...
You don't
Can I
have any
use-
movement.
Can I use Chainborn to negate the 3 damage from the attack, or it's a drop, right? So that's
It's
not
a
melee.
fall. It's a fall, yeah. They just picked you up and dropped you.
Okay, never mind then. What's the effect of that card?
So you can't move or attack during your next turn, but your defense is 8. And at the start of that turn, you will heal 3d6 and draw a card. And the
Okay.
next attack you're able to do does an additional 1d6 damage.
So
So-
when he does that, I'm gonna mirror cast. so that I do that too on. Does it only affect allies?
Target player.
So you can do it on
But-
yourself.
Target player. So nobody else. Oh, Din needs some healing.
Yeah, I could use a little bit.
And drawing a card and doing extra damage is good for everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that with Dim.
So Dim's now covered in a cocoon.
Dim is now also covered in a cocoon.
So he's going. You guys are both losing your next turn.
What?
Wait, but that would have been. I would take a.
This is the enemy's
on.
turn right now.
This is the enemy's turn right now.
Yes.
Okay, no, then I'm just gonna do that on myself because. if
You
I
don't
my
lose the
next
whole turn, you just lose your movement and your
Movement and your
attack.
attack.
There's still other things you can do on your turn, but you can't move or attack.
If I do it on myself, will I only lose 1 turn or will I lose 2 turns?
You can't do it on yourself, you're already in a cocoon.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, what would it do? It would literally just stack the same effects on top of yourself. You already have 8 defense, and the cocoon offers you 8 defense. It doesn't say you get an additional 8 defense.
Oh, defense becomes 8. Never mind. Okay. Alright, yeah, I'll do it on Dim.
Okay, Dim.
Okay.
You are covered in a cocoon. Your defense is 8.
Wow! Am I healing?
On your turn, you will heal 3d6.
Okay.
Okay. So then this guy's gonna fly over to you, Ethan, and he's going to make a. He's gonna try to pick you up.
Okay, sweet. I'm going to use. Wait, is Cocoon a free immediate or an immediate? It's an immediate. Okay, so I can't use my other ability. Just making the checks. +18 +2.
You succeed, and the next one's gonna come up and try to grab you as well. So make another.
14 +2.
13 plus 2. So you are grabbed. And then these guys are going to
You
come.
said 13 +2?
That's what they rolled. So they rolled.
Yeah, I had a 14 +2.
Oh! On the second one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was 14. Okay, never mind. Cool. You get away from it. So then these two are going to try to pick you up, Mr. Nino.
Okay.
Oh, that's the wrong die. So make a contested roll unless you can do something to avoid it.
Were I to fail the contested roll, could I choose to do something afterward, or would it be one or the other?
I'd say it's one or the other if you're doing something in response.
Okay. I will. I'll try to dodge out of the way.
Okay. Roll that d6.
Success on high. Let's go high. Nice.
So you failed.
I do.
Okay.
Was
Okay. Well, now now you can make the check. If that makes sense. All right. And it rolls a 3, so you get out of the way. So now these two are gonna try to do the exact same thing.
I meant to draw a card last time, even though I didn't couldn't take any actions?
Yes, you're meant to draw a card.
I will use dodge again.
Okay. Is it a
Does
free
that
immediate?
Oh, right. Yeah, no, it's not. So I
Okay.
guess I can't do that. Yeah.
Okay, so rolled a 17.
All right. Big money.
Nice! So you get out of the way, and now these two are just going to be coming over here. And they are going to be swiping at Corval,
Not grabbing?
not grabbing.
Cool.
So, that's the wrong die.
Oh, wait, no, I didn't. No.
So it's going to be, what was the thing? Yeah, so it's going to be 2 damage coming at you. It can't be reduced below 1.
Okay, so that's 1 damage.
Okay, and the other one's going to be swiping at you for 1 damage.
Sweet. So it's another 1 damage.
Okay, and that's the end of their turn.
All right, not too shabby, guys. Sorry I stole your turns, but you get to heal and are alive. I hope that it doesn't suck too much.
What are you gonna do?
I am going to move 1. Nope, that's not me. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4 to here.
Are you standing on the
I'm
trap?
not on the trap. I'm not on the trap. I'm behind the trap on that other space, but it was hard for me to move there. I'm gonna use my swift action. Where's the vamp at? Oh, you're doing okay. I'll hold on to that. I will just use my spider companion.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Who's next?
I will go. I've already used my Swift ability. Poo-poo me, I know. To draw a card. And
But we can't use Swift or...
You can use swift. You cannot attack.
We can't attack or move.
You can't
okay.
attack or move. It's specific for a reason.
Korok, how are you doing on health?
I'm great on health.
You're like,
Okay, my Swift
are you like full?
I have 1 HP missing.
Okay, and I'm about to heal for 3d6.
Oh wait, no, I have 2 HP missing. 3. Sorry.
You're 4.
Am I about to heal for 3d6?
Yes.
Should I be rolling that now?
It is happen on your turn. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm definitely back up to full. And I'm going to use my immediate action to use Patch Wound on you, Ethan.
Cool.
You heal by 1 plus my level, which is 3. And I get to draw a card.
And I do this too, so I heal. Can I move your recycling so I can see the thing? Ethan?
What?
The cocoon?
If you just hit search in the recycling, you can see the card.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
So I heal 3d6.
Okay, whoever's next.
Draw a card. Oh, I'll go, I guess.
You drew a card from your effect, right? Luke?
Yes.
Cool.
I'm going to draw that card from the effect. I then heal 3d6, which is going to be just 3, because that's... I can't go above max health, right?
Correct.
No, I don't think you can.
Okay. And I think I am done.
Okay,
Yeah.
whoever's next.
All right. I will use my movement. No one's like grappled right now by anything.
Nope.
Okay, I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to this big honker. I'll use my swift action to do a bite attack. Get rid of these blood touch tokens. So that's a d6 plus half my level rounded up, so a d6 plus 1, and I'll heal that much, which isn't great for me right now, but that's okay. Amazing. That's 4 damage. And then I'll use
The
artifact.
moment you do that, you hear a shriek behind you, and every one of these harpies is seems to be in pain.
Oh, we should have done that a long time ago.
And then I will use artifact arms to deal 2 more d6 and push it 4 spaces.
Okay. You try to push over the tree. Got it.
Yes. It's a good start to the damage. Let's get
The
a.
tree blight grows prone.
Yeah, so it's 4.
All right. You do not push it. Does not work.
Yay!
But you do some damage to it.
And I believe that's everything I've got.
Okay. Anyone else?
Nope.
That's it?
Nope.
All right. So a wave of energy comes out, and all these guys are now back up to full health.
What?
Happens every turn. And then they're gonna try to come and grab you again, because this is what they do.
Cool.
And so we got this guy coming here and this guy coming here. They're gonna try to grab you unless anyone's doing anything to interrupt it.
I don't think that I
I
can.
don't think I can either.
So go ahead and roll, Nino.
All right.
You gotta get a meter beat 15.
I'd like to first use my second wind to make an attack at one of them.
Okay, wonderful.
So that's a d6 plus my level, so that's a d6 plus 2.
Okay, so
lovely.
you kill whichever one you'd like.
Oh, lovely. I'll kill the one behind me.
Okay.
And then I'll roll. Oh boy, it was almost a 17.
All right. Well, I'm rolling again because you killed the first attempt, and the next one moved up. And yeah, that was an 18. Yeah, they grabbed you. Now this one's gonna come over here and going to swipe at you. And it is going
All
to...
of them are moving so that they avoid the trap.
Oh, that's a very good point. Where was he? Where was this guy?
Those two were like here and here.
Okay, this one would have avoided it, yes. So that is going to be 1 damage that is unavoidable coming to you. And this one's going to fly directly. Actually,
All right, I killed one now.
this one's actually going to try to lift you up, Ulysses, the one right next to you. Gonna try to drag
I'm
you
going
again.
to Chainborn.
Lovely.
I move 1 and reduce the damage that is draw a card and reduce the damage dealt to me from a melee attack by 1. So I'm gonna draw that.
All right, so if
With
any
that.
melee attacks comes at you, reduce it by 1.
I'm going to move. Is it okay if I move down?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, that's my move 1.
Wonderful. So now this guy's gonna come over and try to lift you up. Unless
Which
anyone-
one?
The one I just placed next to you.
So that was my free immediate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have another immediate that lets me dodge anything. No.
Okay. So roll your d20 then.
And it's not a magic effect, so I can't do that.
Like I said, it's just trying to grab
Okay.
you.
I'm gonna roll my d20.
Okay, you avoided it because it rolled really
Hey.
poorly. Now this one is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna try to grab you, Ethan. Unless you can do anything.
Yeah, I can move away. Strafe.
Okay. So grab that.
I have to roll for it, unfortunately. So if I roll high, I can move away. If I don't, it goes back in my hand. So I can move 2 away from him as an immediate. Cool.
Wonderful. So you dodge nimbly out of the way. Well, this one's gonna come over and try to grab Dim. It's gonna try to grab you unless you can do anything to avoid it.
I don't think that I can.
Okay, roll a d20 then.
I have acrobatics proficiency. Does that change anything that's about to happen?
Something you can add to your d20.
Oh, right. So that's +1. That is 15 total.
So you avoid it. Well done. Now this one is going to come over here and try
Did it
to...
land on the trap? No, it does
No,
not.
it did not. And it's going to try to grab Dim.
Again?
Again.
Fuck
and
you.
That's going to be a 16.
Nice.
So you are
I'm
grabbed.
going to inspire him. So you can re-roll that.
I can reroll a skill check with Inspire?
Yes.
Okay.
And you add 1 to the results.
Damn, so
Still
that's a
a
5.
failure, unfortunately.
God damn it.
Damn.
Nice try, though.
All right, that's the end of their turn. I believe Dim is grabbed, and Morden, you're also grabbed, correct?
Yes.
All right, cool. So now's your guys' turn.
Does the Sorry,
Free
does
me.
the Oh, why am I forgetting what I was gonna say? Oh, do the traps affect us? Do we know?
Yes, they do.
Not having stepped
Yeah,
on
they
them?
do.
Okay.
But
Okay.
you know where they are.
Free me and I can end this.
Oh, I need to have drawn a card at the end of last turn.
I'm gonna go first.
Free me!
I'm gonna go first. Which they're only grabbed by 1 each, right?
Yeah.
Morden's grabbed by 2. He's wearing
Morden's
heavier
grabbed by
armor,
2.
so it takes 2 to grab him.
Okay. Which one is grabbing Dim?
This one right here in front of Ethan.
Okay. Cool. So I'm going to as my swift do my elfie thing. And add 1 to whatever attack I make. Then I will do magic missile. And pay 2 life. And deal 1d6 plus 5 in my hand and the 1 from before. So it's going to be 1d6 plus 6. Distributed among 3 enemies however I would like. So let me roll my 1d6. Of course. So that's gonna be 7. And I'm gonna use my immediate to ignore defense.
I'm gonna inspire you with my immediate, so you can re-roll that damage roll.
Oh hell yeah. Oh my god.
Are you
Nice.
fucking kidding me?
But it got +1, right? So that's gonna be 2 plus 6 is gonna be 8, ignoring defense divided among whoever I want. So I'm going to deal 2 to the one that's holding up Dim.
Okay.
And I'm going to deal 6 to the tree guy.
Only 6?
I think that's all I have. I have 8, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
6 ignoring defense.
Okay,
6
so
ignoring defense.
you do that, and all of these things scream.
Can I do it in 2 bursts of 3?
Sure, same thing happens.
Damn.
All right. I'm ready.
Okay.
All right, here I go. I am going to first use my free swift action, and all players can draw a card. And I am going to be able to take an additional free action.
Oh, I have the friendly rivals, which I can also just use right now to. Oh, I guess that doesn't also give us another.
You aren't allowed to use it unless you're free, though.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I am gonna run Right up here. Can I run here without stepping on that there trap?
Sure thing.
Okay, I'm going to use my spectral dagger on the big old tree. It's going to be a D6 plus 1.
Roll that shit.
Very good. It's 2 damage.
All right, so you do that, and they all scream, and every single harpy explodes.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And I'm going to use... and that gets my spectral dagger back into my hand, which is fantastic. And I am going to use... did it seem like this guy has defense?
Doesn't seem like it. Seems like you're able to attack it pretty easily.
Okay. I'm going to use Reckless and pay 11 life.
Wow.
And have my next
Whoa.
attack deal that much additional damage. I am also going to use my... You know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to use that immediate just in case.
I can deal. My turn.
Cool. I am going to stab this guy with my spectral dagger.
Okay, so I'm actually just gonna go a little bit cinematic here, because as you have damaged this tree enough to eliminate everything around it, this tree is completely vulnerable and without defense anymore. And you just climb up the tree and rip off a big old piece of its bark, and you now have your living wood, and your quest is done.
I rip it off, and like my like incredible thighs, keeping me just like lashed to the side of this tree. I'm like examining the bark, and I'm gonna take my spectral dagger, and having ripped off the bark, I'm gonna like reach right above the bark and just like scrawl "Dim was here" in the bark of the tree. And then I'm gonna jump down to the ground and say, "Not sure if that thing's dead, but I got what we need. Let's get out of here."
It looks like Dim won this time, Morden.
Well, I set him up and all that.
What's his voice? Well, it was like it did sound like vaguely Mediterranean earlier.
Yeah, I
Now
know.
he's Cockney.
He's got multiple personalities.
He's
Alright.
pretty thoroughly corrupted.
This is corrupted.
Alright, guys, I'm placing 400 experience on each one of your mats.
That means that I level up.
Yeah, me too.
You're welcome to pay me back them, or pay them back to me, I believe would be the correct way of saying that.
How much is it for a pack?
It depends on the levels. Look at your level and how much it costs to level up.
It
It's in the
should
player's
be
handbook.
600.
Did we have experience from before? But I'm not counting.
If it's in your box, you have it. If it's not, you don't.
All right, so I need 400 to level up to 3. So I'm gonna give you that, Zach. I'm gonna just put that right here,
Hold on a second.
right here on top of the tree.
Please leave it in front of your. Just put it in front of your mat, and I'll come and take it.
Okay.
I'm divvying out some other stuff first.
Can I grab a pack?
No, you may not. One moment. Please.
Okay.
I just prefer to keep it all organized and do it myself, if you don't mind. Alright, and you find scattered amongst the trees and remains of your enemies, you find this loot to divvy up as much as you wish. And now I will do leveling up. Okay, so Luke, where's your is it right here?
Can I take a silver?
I put it right in front of my sheet, my
Alright,
thing.
thank you.
Sure, you can take a silver. I want this bronze shield then.
And you need 400 experience to
I
level
can
up?
give a silver. I can give a
Yeah.
bronze back.
Okay, what do you want?
I think I'm just gonna take another rogue pack.
Alright, hold on a second. Well, I fixed this problem before.
Would we not all be leveling up at the same time?
No, we've played different amounts of games. And I actually played a whole game with a different character too that apparently
Me too,
is...
yeah. Ah. I think I've got to go, but I... Is it? Yes, okay.
All right. Here you go. There's your rogue booster pack.
Thank you.
I've got 600 experience in front of me for another whatchamacallit, Vitalist, not Vitalist, Vanguard, what are we
Marshal?
called? No, the summoner,
Ward.
green guy, Warden.
All right. Wait a minute, I gotta shuffle these first. I just realized.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And if you guys want to divvy up your bronze coins and silver thing,
Oh yeah, what do we get as far as money goes?
they're on the playing field.
Oh,
Probably reasonable for one of you to take one of those and one of you to take all the money.
what'd you say?
Well, because 3 bronze equals a silver, and that item is a silver item, if you and Nino each take one of those concepts.
Well, I'm
I
already
didn't know
like
silver.
I'm already super stacked on Swift shit, so
Yeah, I'm good on that too.
I would say somebody else should take that.
Well, you can take it and sell it to the next merchant you come to for a silver bar. Or for a different silver item.
All right, well, I'll take the bronze then.
Lovely. Okay, my friends, so let's discuss a little bit about this session and what you thought was cool about it, what you didn't like. And please do get all of your packs as organized as you can and put them in your boxes and save your box. Make sure there's nothing left in your hand as well. And that way it'll be easier for me to save it as well at the end.
One of these cards isn't stacking. Counterspell does not want to stack. Weird.
And I'm sorry, what's the rules now that I'm level 3 for taking cards out of my deck?
It's all written on your leveling up thing, but you have to have a minimum amount of cards in your deck and a minimum amount of ability cards specifically. Any card that does not say ability card does not count toward the minimum, and I believe the minimum is 13 for level 3.
It is. Okay.
Corruption also does not count toward your minimum.
Right, they don't say abilities on them. All right, 13 ability cards, fantastic. And we're gonna just put this back in there.
You guys handled that really, really well, by the way.
Yeah, we're elite
That was
gamers,
fun.
you know.
You eviscerated them.
It's fun having monsters that affect other monsters on the field. You kind of have to like change the tactics when you figure out what's going on, which is cool.
Yeah, trying to build our encounters in that sort of way, have it be more interesting.
Yeah, like combat encounters that are a puzzle in themselves are very cool.
Yeah, I liked using your traps, and my vine wall was kind of like a neat synergy that we didn't get to maximize, but it's still cool to know how they work together.
Yeah, I gave you guys extra experience because I sent a second wave of harpies at you because you were doing so well, and so I gave you extra experience for that.
I actually don't even have 13. I don't even have 13 ability cards.
Really? You should have 10 rogue cards. Plus,
Oh, no, it says minimum cards in deck, and then it says total ability cards next to that. So, I don't think that that's ability cards I have to have in my deck.
No, that is just something we figured out earlier. But if you don't have enough ability cards, but you have more than those cards in your deck.
I've got
I've
yeah.
actually got to run.
Okay.
All right, peace,
Anything
man.
you want to say before you go?
Not really. I think that it's oh my god, the music when you put off the game is terrible. It's it's fun learning the game. I feel like I have I'm finally getting a hang of what my deck actually is, which is kind of cool.
You mean ridiculously powerful?
It has combos. It
Yeah,
combos well with itself.
Yeah, it does well.
I'm trying to think what else. It's I don't have much. It's sometimes difficult to keep track of all of the things. Like, have I used which swifts? Have I used my immediate this turn, or have I not done that yet? What other like effects do I have on me? I don't know if there's a really good way of tracking that though.
I did an immediate
thought about
token.
that.
I did an immediate token for
Yeah.
one, but it was just kind of annoying because people didn't like handing it to me because it just was
Like, is there?
obnoxious.
You know what?
If we have something like the character sheet, like how you have you can like plus or minus next to it with just with all of the types of actions that you can take instead of that, and do it that way. But then that's kind of annoying because then we have to reset it every turn.
Mm-hmm. And
It
like you
might
have to
actually- I don't
remember
know.
if you did or not.
Yeah.
Like
It might be cool if there was like a little board, like a little cardboard thing with 3 different slots that you could put like little glass counters on that have like your immediate swift
Oh yeah, like
standard, and then you just like in Magic how you like untap everything at the beginning, you just like remove all those gems at the beginning, and that way you can like keep track of if you've used an immediate action.
yeah, it's not a bad idea.
or like
Or
Netrunner
even-
has that thing where you like keep track of the number of actions and you keep track of like what part of turn you're on or something. Things like
Or
that.
even like, you know what the skill card looks like? I mean, just a skill card that had immediates, free immediates, so you could keep track of what you had played that round. Like, you know how the skill card has just pluses and lines for you to write text by it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I have to head out.
Okay.
It was a lot of fun.
Thank you for joining
See
once
you in the
again.
next one.
Peace.
Peace
So
out.
yeah, Zach, I have 11 ability cards and I have 5 attack cards. That's
I feel like these should be considered ability cards, so I'll make a note of that. And we'll see how that.
okay. Do you
What
want
do
me
you
to
mean
Working on-
attack cards?
do you want me to operate as if attack cards are ability cards?
I would say so. Yes.
Okay. Then that makes it a lot easier.
And you can have more than the minimum. That's just.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think I will, in the words of Captain America. Uh-huh.
Okay. Anything else? Did you guys
I
feel
don't
like
think so.
it was the pace felt good? Did you like the encounter?
The encounter was super fun. Having crazy numbers of weak monsters is always nasty, especially when they have this like lockdown ability that really like fucks you up. The cocoon card is crazy and feels weird to use on your friends because it steals their turn from them, but might save their life, and like it's kind of confusing when to learn how to do it. But it's kind of a cool card. I really liked it.
It was clutch. It was clutch.
Yeah, I think some of the like ancestry card abilities seem. I don't know if I think all of them seem super balanced. Like, I think they actually matter to what you end up being built as more than your class does, which I find interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel that.
Like, my class doesn't seem to have very many swift abilities at all, but my guy does, but only after spending a bunch of time not moving. So I'm really pigeonholed into a place where I can be a really effective healer if I can make it so I don't have to move ever on the battlefield. But that's very hard to do because even the bows don't have very much range, and it seems like we're outranged by enemies quite a bit.
Oh, that was a thought I had too about the bow specifically. It might be cool if there was an ability on it where you could do like a long range shot that like doubled the range, but it's a miss on a 1 or a 2, something like that.
Yeah, or like use your swift action to make it be a further shot, something like that. But it seems really weird that the sling has a 7 range and the bow has a 6 range, and at 6 range is fucking 30 feet. I mean, it's not very far to shoot a bow, and it really, I don't know. I'm not complaining about my build. I actually really like what I'm capable of doing. But with Ulysses' crazy min-maxed combination, there doesn't seem to be a way to effectively do that for my species because of the way movement is pretty necessary in all of the places, because there aren't weapons to... Even if they did a d4 of damage instead, even if they did less but could still be making attacks from further away, it would be useful to making the species not be the only thing that matters for the build.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, the human species abilities are super impactful too. But I wouldn't say it's so crucial to the build.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that they're really powerful abilities, and they're like part of who your character is, and so it's kind of a shame to not feel like you're using them ever, or feel like there are turns in which you just can't at all. And I didn't have that problem when I played a Dragonborn guy one time. I was like, oh wait, this is actually sick as fuck. But it seems much harder to do with this character. But I really like being the healer support class, so not complaining about that. Just
Yeah, for sure.
a note.
Yeah, I've been noticing that it seems that ranged attacks are much more powerful than melee attacks, and I feel like it should be the opposite because there's more risk in being right up there.
Yeah, I think that a lot of the abilities, like a lot of the swift abilities I've seen from people who are other classes, and I was reading over the Vitalist cards earlier before everybody jumped into the session. It seems like those ability cards that can be used as swifts and immediates often involve melee attacks instead of ranged ones, so you are limited in what extra stuff you can do when you're doing ranged attacks. But, I mean, I also feel like the amount of range you're actually given means you're kind of in the fray anyway. Like, most things can move 6. Most things can get up to you if you're not really out of the fray for being a ranged attacker, because of the limited range that the ranged attacks seem to have.
That's a good point. That is a very, very good point. Ugh. Well, anything else, my friends?
I don't know. I just don't know. It almost feels weird to have like a D20 be used for just one thing,
Yeah, I suggested early on that we change it to a dice pool system.
Yeah.
Which would mean that we could do away with the other dice.
Yeah.
But we're still playing around with this one for now. I was kind of experimenting a little bit with the dice pool system earlier with the avoiding the boulder attacks. Which felt pretty good in my opinion.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. It'd be super cool if you could get this entire game just on D6s.
I mean, that would be very easy to do. It would just be for like ability checks. If you have every point you put into a skill, you get an extra die for it. And then I would set the difficulty, and you can even set it above 6 with a dice pool. It just means if you get a 6, you roll again.
Right.
Or if you get a 6 and a 5, you roll again and add that number to it, and you can kind of work with the probabilities in that way. And that way we could stick with just d6s.
Where would you like me to put my deck box?
Just leave it in front of your just leave it on your mat, and make sure you've
But-
saved it, and then I'll save it myself.
Save object, right?
Yeah, I just did that too. I gotta head out, but one more note that I had is I was thinking it might be really cool if there was an origin card that was like burning hit points to draw cards, like if that was a swift action. I was just thinking because like it's really fun and rewarding to be like constantly drawing cards and like spending these unique abilities, and it might be fun if there was a race that like capitalized on that feeling.
It's not a bad idea. It'd be pretty powerful. It'd have to be counterbalanced.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe like you have to spend an amount of hit points equal to your level or something like that,
I think
which could be
yeah.
too intense. But
Or maybe draw a card and pay X life, and then add a token to the card. X is whatever, how many tokens you have on the card. So every time you draw another card, it becomes more. And then your ultimate could be some sort of like, like regeneration life siphon attack or something like that. That'd be cool.
I feel like just like maybe tightening up the wording around the tag team stuff, not the tag team card, but like the bond things. I think that was a really cool mechanic, and I'd like to see that like more rooted in the system and more just like more comprehensively worded.
Yeah,
Just
well,
so there's less-
this is still very much an experiment right now. Like I had a different initiative system 2 games ago, and
Right.
so we're still figuring this one has felt the best so far, and this probably is what we're going to stick with.
fun concept. Yeah.
But yeah, I think I already made a note of this. I think the bonds need to specifically say, and we'd codify this initiative system into this game if we did this, but we'd say, when you declare that you are taking your turn, you may play this card.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I feel
think
that.
that would get rid of a lot of the ambiguity around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like the whole declaring turn. I don't know. I foresee like tables where the ambiguity about who goes first would be problematic.
Yeah, with like more shy players.
With more shy players or more, rude, abrasive players who won't back down from each other, who just like it devolves into why it'd be more tactically sound for their character to go first, and then there'd be like this huge metagaming conversation.
Well, then you just gotta find better. I mean, I don't know if that's a flaw of the game. Like, you play a game of Monopoly with people who are assholes, you're not gonna have a good time.
I mean, it's not even like people who are assholes, but like it's just like people who very much have like a very firm understanding of the rules, and they know that it'll be smarter for them to go first, and then like people have to have it explained, and it just seems like a big opening for meta conversations and just like wasting time.
Might be good just as like a healthy middle ground, because having it be like a strong order that you can't move around is kind of annoying. But I also understand the point about like aggressive players or people who want to like metagame and that like distracting from the actual gameplay. If it was kind of like how D&D functions, where you have the option of holding your turn, because I feel like for the most part, it's not really going to matter much who goes in what order, but if there's like certain things that need to happen, it makes sense for there to be a hold turn. And that way it like falls on that player, like it's ultimately up to that player whether they do or don't go.
Yeah.
So it's the same system, but you know whose turn it is to decide whether they're gonna go or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. And then all the wording could stay the same, where if it's like, when you declare you're taking your turn, because you could say it always starts clockwise, and the person to the left decides whether they're going to go or pass to the next player.
Mm-hmm.
And if it passes all the way to the last player, they have to go.
Yeah, that's simple and elegant, and also makes it so playing the bond cards still doesn't I mean, you and the other person are going to create your turn together and do it at the same time, which could put that other person in a situation they don't want to be in. That's not ideal, but it makes it more of like a tactical decision when to play that card. It's like, okay, can we make use of these abilities together given our position? I get to tell you what I think we could do, and then you get to decide whether or not you want to do that, and we decide that together.
Yeah, and you could
That's
play
pretty
the
neat.
bond out of order. Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You could play the bond out of order.
yeah.
It
If
is
we're
a free immediate, so you
if
could play it whenever you wanted to.
yeah, if we were doing the system that Nino just described, you say you were sitting in Nino's spot and he has a bond with Ethan, whereas Ethan's going first, and Nino could decide to play the bond card and say, I'm saying that we are going together right now, and that's the point of the bond card.
That gives those cards more power too.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
And they I think that those cards should be powerful enough to never want to be out of your deck while you're playing with the people you're bonded to. Like they should have a pretty hefty power play because
'Cause
they're
taking
cool
up-
and
yeah.
roleplay. And if you want them to be taking up the slot in your deck because they should be powerful enough to want roleplay to be part of the
Mhm.
combat.
Yeah, well done, Nino. I think that's a fantastic suggestion.
I am enjoying. I'm starting to feel like, at least with this deck, that there's a little more synergy. I literally just realized that the play style is very much like tanking. I have a lot of dodge out of the way, a lot of regeneration. So it seems like I'm very much a frontline. Not the best damage, but decent health, regeneration, and decent avoiding.
Did you choose Marshall?
I went for Vitalist. I don't remember if I don't think I multi-classed for this. I think I just went straight Vitalist for the two that I picked up. But
I
I'm
was
enjoying
looking
it.
over the Vitalist cards. There's a lot of dodge, but there's also a lot of what the hell is. There's also a lot of special attacks that do wonky things, like push people out of the way. That was a cool move. I really liked that one.
I have one more note about the corruption cards. They are very fun, very powerful. There's two things though about them where on the one hand, I feel like I should be able to pick specific ones based on my character, just to so it's not a randomized thing, so that it actually it's satisfying when I'm playing it because it works for my character specifically.
Yeah, maybe you get a choice of 3 when you die.
Mm.
And the other note is that it feels like it kind of incentivizes dying, unless there's some huge negative to having
yeah.
corruption cards that
I
we don't
mean,
know about.
You can
but-
lose control of your character.
Oh.
Every time you gain a corruption, you roll 2d6, and if the number that you roll is lower than the amount of corruption you have in your hand, you lose control of your character.
Oh, okay. That changes things a little bit.
Yeah, so once you're at 4, you probably want to stop dying.
Yeah. Okay, noted.
And also, that's actually something that Mike has brought up, is that he wants the corruption to be heavily geared toward the character specifically. I just did it randomly just because we're kind of testing mechanics, but if you want to switch them out for something you like better, I'm fine with that. Because if we were running this, and I fully intend to run this as a more traditional style of campaign, once more the kinks have been worked out, then I would be creating custom corruption cards specifically for your character.
Ooh. I like that.
All right, I gotta head out, but Zach, thanks for running the game.
Yep. Please
and
make
I'll-
sure that your box is all together so I can save it without having to pick a fun.
Yeah, boxes
Yeah,
together.
bro.
And I've saved it as Nino box. I don't know if that helps.
Oh, that only saves to your computer, but
Okay, cool. All right, y'all.
Okay, good show.
It is not letting me save my box for some reason, but I think it's because it's the one you put down.
that shouldn't save anything. So it'd make a clone of it.
Hmm.
I'm
don't know.
unlocking it. Maybe that'll do something. Try now.
No. Oh well. I mean, as long as you can save it.
Your mini's not in your box, I see.
Oh. How do I find other minis for this? Because none of them look like wood people.
Well, we can download some minis for if you want. If you go to the workshop, you can like search in minis and people will have like custom things and.
Okay, I'll see if I can do that before the next time we play.
I'll show. It's easy. It'll probably be easier since I've spent a lot of time with this if I just show you that. So, if you want to hang out for a second afterwards and chat, we can look for something together. Unless you got to
Sure.
run off.
No, I should be fine for today.
Cool. Let's see. What time is it? I gotta put.
And it's snowing out, so I can't clean up the broken glass outside.
Oh yeah, I got time. I got about a half hour till I got put Dublin down. So, but
Cool.
if I'm gonna end this stream unless there's anything else.
No, I think Nino's solution to the whole initiative thing sounds pretty elegant and peaceable, and also like makes sure that rough and tumble players aren't going to get out of hand.
And more polite players as well. It just moves along. It's your turn to talk right now.
Yeah. And I think it also probably helps with the table talk concept that was happening with the other system, where it's like, if you're deciding who gets to go first all the time, the table talk's going to be an issue and have to be controlled. Whereas if it's somebody's turn specifically, I think that people generally respect that concept.
Yeah, we'll definitely play with this concept next playtest session.
Cool.
All right.
But otherwise, yeah, that seems great.
All right, cool. I'm gonna end the stream. So goodbye, everybody. Bye.